We are tracking the Omicron variant in the Houston area. 9 cases are now confirmed in our community, but as we've seen with previous variants, that number could increase and possibly fast.
There's still plenty of questions about Omicron. Our health reporter, Haley Hernandez, is working to get answers. She's here now with more. Haley?
So Houston Methodist is one of the few local organizations that test infected patients for variants. And since there are currently not many Omicron patients, the doctor in charge of the lab where they're examining this is cautious with how much patient information he gives me. And he won't say whether all 9 confirmed cases are in the hospital or just received testing through Houston Methodist. From the limited data we have about Omicron, it appears to be highly transmissible. What's not yet known is whether it will pose a bigger danger.
Beyond transmissibility, other things in terms of severity or outcomes, it's still really too early to tell in the U.S.
Dr. Wesley Long is in charge of genome sequencing at Houston Methodist. They provided this video of the lab where it's being done. Very few places do genome sequencing, meaning test patients for the variant they're infected with. But because Methodist does, we know for sure there are at least 9 patients sick with the Omicron variant. Dr. Long won't tell me, citing patient privacy, if those patients are hospitalized or just received testing through one of their hospitals, urgent care facilities, or primary care doctors. Information the country is waiting on to determine if another dangerous surge is coming, as healthcare workers have been going in circles with this virus for 20 months.
But in general, overall, it has been taxing overall.
Azuka Abino from Texas Children says she's tired of the pandemic, but relieved that 3 doses of Pfizer appear to provide protection from Omicron. And Dr. Long says to trust the vaccines will work even if antibodies wane.
T cells are very important, and I think that's something in COVID, there's been a lot of focus on antibodies, but they still don't capture the reality of the whole immune response in a patient when they're infected with the virus.
Right now, across 25 counties in Southeast Texas, there are 530 hospitalized COVID patients, which is less than 1% of the cases we had 3 months ago. And new today, the U.S. approved Pfizer boosters for everyone 16 and up, and the company is also encouraging them.
So another big coronavirus headline, the Senate voting against mandating vaccines for businesses with more than 100 workers, which was a President Biden mandate.
Correct, but that mandate was already stalled in the federal court, so this is just more evidence that the majority of the government does not want that to take effect.